If we leave grief alone with no help, we can have prolonged emotional pain. Okay. And I say prolonged, meaning it can carry on longer in the same intensity than it needs to be. Now, grief is going to be with us for our life. Okay. The person that we love, the person that is no longer here for the rest of our life, we will remember them and we will miss them. And the impact that they had in our lives in that way will not be the same. So that's going to stay with us. However, how grief can impact us and, keep us stuck or keep us in that deep depression, mourning, how we shared some things before, that doesn't have to stay the same way throughout our life. Okay. So when I say prolonged emotional pain, if we don't do anything about it, then we can just stay in that deep depression, the deep mourning, that for a longer time than it needs to be. A second thing that can happen if we experience grief and we don't do anything to help it is that it can put a strain on our relationships. I already spoke a little bit before about, we can have that disconnection from others, but it can strain the relationships that we have with our other loved ones in our lives. I've seen divorces that have resulted. I've seen, broken families and isolation and things like that. It just strains the relationships that we have existing as well. Again, if we don't do anything about it. And the last one I'll say this is that even though we primarily think about grief as something that's emotional or mentally we're dealing with grief, it can definitely also manifest within us health challenges, so physical health challenges. So it's not just on an emotional plane, it's actually also going to affect us physically as well. You could just think about it. Imagine, the stress that we have. Imagine the no sleep that we have and how that can impact and affect us. Also, even partaking of different things that can also impact us physically as well. So if we don't do anything about our grief, then it can present health challenges, strained relationships, and also the prolonged emotional pain.